The Zulu tribe in South Africa believe in a reptilian species known as the Chitauri or Chitari, creatures who feed on human beings, their blood and life force. They also claim the Chitari created Africans and used them to work their gold mines, extremely similar to the accounts described in the Sumerian tablets. They hide in deep cavities underground. They were also known as Zuswazi and Imbulu. The last living Zulu shaman, Credo Mutwa, is a strong proponent of the Chitari reptilian belief. He owns an ancient Zulu artifact, a bronze necklace with various sculptures dangling from it. Some of these images include a flying saucer type image and a human female sculpture alongside a reptilian Chitari creature with an erect penis. The penis actually fits into the woman's sculpture, alluding to the Anunnaki creation myth seen in various cultures yet again. The Watusi and Hutu tribes call these reptilian Imanujela, or the ones who came. They feed off intense negative energy, much like the massive killings between the two tribes in Rwanda. The ancient Egyptian god Sobek was portrayed as a man with the head of a crocodile. In a play on words, the popular beverage company, Sobe, uses lizards and reptilian imagery on its labels and its commercials.
Whoa. Hey, Joe. You, seeing what I'm seeing? You look good, man. You look real good.
In Islam, there is a belief in the jinn, more commonly known as genies. The jinn were said to exist in a realm just outside our own existence and would cross over into our world at times to meddle in our affairs. In the Middle East, reptilian beings ranging from certain types of jinn to dragons and serpent men have been spoken of since ancient times. In one of the apocryphal books, purporting to be the lost book of Joshua, a serpent race is described. In the book of Genesis, God punishes the serpent for deceiving Eve into eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge by decreeing, "Upon thy belly thou shalt go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of your life." Traditionally, many have felt this implied that the serpent had legs before then. Thus, it is therefore often portrayed in Western art as a humanoid with a snake's tail, and sometimes lizard-like feet, as in a detail from Bosch's Last Judgment. In Australia, the Aborigines speak of a reptilian race that lives underneath the earth and governs over men. The Aborigines have spoken of going into the earth where these beings reside. There, they claim there is extensive technology. The Aborigines say that they are descended from a race of dragon humans that once lived in an enormous continent that spanned the entire Pacific Ocean, and that most of it sank beneath the waves in ancient times, but that Australia is a remnant of it, and this is why there are so many reptilian animals there. They also hold that an astral dream time exists outside of physical reality, which is the foundation of physical reality. Crocodile spirits and other reptilian entities inhabit this dream time and can be summoned through vibrational sounds such as the didgeridoo. Jormungandr, alternately referred to as the Midgard serpent, is a sea serpent of the Norse mythology, the middle child of Loki. According to Norse mythology, Odin tossed Jormungandr into a great ocean that encircles Midgard. The serpent grew so big that he was able to surround the earth and grasp his own tail, and as a result, he earned the alternate name of Midgard serpent or world serpent. Slavic folklore often mentions serpents and serpent people as the guardians of treasure and hidden cities in underground caves. Cecrops, the legendary first king of Athens, was said to have been half man, half snake. The ancient Titans were sometimes depicted as winged human-like figures with serpents for legs, as well as the Greek giant Clytios. Boreas, Aquilon to the Romans, was the Greek god of the cold north wind described by Pausanias as a winged man with serpents for legs. There are also the Lamia, a child-devouring female demon from Greek mythology depicted as half woman, half serpent. Another notable serpent reptilian figure from Greek mythology was that of Medusa, half serpent, half woman, with dozens of snakes for hair. There is a figure named Zahak from Zoroastrian mythology who grows a serpent on either shoulder. Huang Di, the first dragon emperor of China mentioned earlier, was also depicted wearing great suits of armor with snakes on his shoulders as well. A givre is a mythical creature similar to a dragon. In legends, they were portrayed as serpentine creatures who possessed venomous breath and prowled the countryside of medieval France. The European dragon dates back to ancient depictions of various archaeological artifacts. An early instance in literature was the dragon that guarded the Golden Fleece in the voyage of the Argonauts. In the Middle Ages, tales of dragons seem to have become even more common. From the Middle Ages down to modern times, the devil was often conceived as a humanoid with reptilian characteristics, as were demons in general. But the New Testament reference of Revelation 12:9, which identifies the serpent of Genesis as Satan himself, gives insight from another angle. The serpent in the Garden of Eden was Satan, a supernatural being, either called a serpent symbolically, or because he manifested himself commonly in a dragon or serpent-like form. Buddhists and Hindus from India, Tibet, Indonesia, China, Burma, Cambodia, and Thailand believe in the Nagas, who often appear as serpents or half-human, half-serpent. Some are alleged to turn fully human. These beings were said to dwell within the earth and are usually considered to be malevolent towards humans. In some versions of the Naga legends, these beings were said to have once lived in a continent in the Indian Ocean that sank beneath the sea. Indian texts also refer to a reptilian race called the Sarpa. The Sirikte of India were a tribe of men with snake-like nostrils in place of noses and bandy serpentine legs. To this day, the dragon or serpent signifies divine heritage and royalty in many Asian countries, while in the West, the serpent represents wisdom and knowledge. There are so many examples of serpent, dragon, and reptilian mythology throughout the world that one can no longer assume it's merely a coincidence. How could such a large number of ancient cultures, separated by vast oceans, all have similar tales and beliefs of reptilian entities? Some say that reptilian myths and symbolism exist in the human psyche due to the survival instincts and memories of the reptilian brain, left over from prehistoric stages of human evolution. Though the reptilian brain plays a part in all this, I tend to think there is more to it than just that. For the sake of time, here are just a few more examples I found.